bringing the sunshine today because it's obviously not happening outside. Erika, you just brightened my day. Thank you for that.
I do my best.
When is the sun coming back?
So the good news is we may see a little bit of that sunshine once we get into this afternoon. You can already kind of see some breaks in these clouds if you take this live look over Edgewater Beach. You got to look closely, but you can see where those clouds are a little bit lighter as we're trying to work in a little bit more of that blue sky. Certainly this morning, it has been a little bit more on the gloomy side. We've had some showers around the area, and that will at least continue as we head into the early part of this afternoon. But once we can clear out these clouds, bring back a little bit more of that sunshine, we are going to transition to a slightly cooler pattern. That includes today's daytime highs. It also includes our temperatures as we head into the overnight tonight. But this is a very brief little drop in our temperatures. Yes, it's still a little sticky outside if you're stepping out, and that's just a sign this weather pattern stays pretty active, and we are able to then build in just a little bit more of that heat as we go through the day tomorrow. As of right now, if you're stepping out maybe for some early lunch plans, temperatures are into the low to mid 60s. It's not terrible. This is actually pretty seasonable for where we should be for this time of the year, but certainly you can see where we have a couple of those pockets of rain. For the most part, not a huge deal. It may just dot your windshield a little bit, enough to get the windshield wipers going at least a couple of times, but you'll notice that these heavier pockets of rain slowly moving out of Cuyahoga County into northern Summit County, even into the western portions of Geauga County, really won't amount to a whole lot. It's just a little bit of hit or miss drizzle, and then we finally start to clear out some of those clouds and then bring back that sun. Temperatures as a result later today going to be back into the middle to upper 60s, even some lower 70s on the board. And then we do transition to that cooler night. How cool our temperatures will get overnight, plus how warm we're going to get through the end of the work week coming up. You take that look over Cleveland, we have a little bit more of that cloud cover around, but the good news for us is that we are going to be transitioning out of this more showery, cloudy kind of pattern later today and eventually trying to work in just a little bit more of that sunshine, which will help that temperature get closer to about the upper 60s to near 70. That's the next big thing, but we are first alerting you to the fact that there is going to be some rain chances working back in once we look ahead towards the end of the work week. So keep that in mind. I know we've got another nice stretch here where things are going to stay relatively dry for the next couple of days. But as we look ahead in time, we are going to be tracking this more active stretch continuing across our area. Radar right now showing you just isolated activity really at best. I mean, a lot of this is just some light sprinkles, not really much in the way of heavier rainfall. A lot of that was through earlier this morning, though we do have a couple pockets here moving through the east side of Cleveland, seeing a little bit of that heavier rain and out across Trumbull County as well. But this is pretty much the last little area of rain that we are likely going to see through the rest of the day today. Until then, temperatures going to stay on the warmer side. You don't see a lot of this colder air back behind this system, which bodes well for us staying pretty mild as we head into the next couple of days. Here's your future view. You'll notice the rain clearing out of here pretty quickly, and most of those clouds will start to escape from west to east as well, especially as we transition into the later part of today. So this is 4 o'clock. You can see a lot of us are sitting mid to upper 60s to low 70s. Not much in the way of rain chances left. That boundary is really going to help to work its way off to the east, which is going to give us more mild conditions if you are headed, say, downtown for that Cavs game. Again, Game 5 tip-off is at 8 p.m. We are looking at temperatures closer to about 66, so you probably don't even really need much of a jacket, maybe just the sweater if you're headed downtown later this evening. We will stay dry even after the game. Temperatures by that point, though, will be falling into the upper 50s. So this is that nice little break of some of that cooler weather before things do turn just a little bit more active by the time we get into the end of the work week. We are tracking some scattered showers to get us closer to the weekend, and then another opportunity for rain once we get into your Sunday. So keep that in mind, especially as you are making some of those plans to get out and enjoy some of this nicer weather. We do have plenty of time that you'll be able to do that. We've got partly cloudy skies for us as we head into tomorrow. A little bit more of that sunshine on the way for your Thursday. Temperatures ranging from the upper 70s to almost 80 degrees even as we approach your Friday. Then that boundary starts to sweep in, gives us a couple showers around the area, and temperatures will slowly start to cool off at least a little bit as we head into the weekend, but still staying well above average for this time of the year, even as we look ahead towards early this next week. It is, and we just have to give it a few hours to wait for this rain and this cloud cover to clear out. Then we get to enjoy some sunshine. Let's walk you through the forecast through the rest of the day today. Again, a few showers around the area, certainly not off the table. We've already seen a little bit of that rain so far today. Expect just a little bit more before it's all said and done. Now, we are dealing with some temperature ups and downs. Certainly today is a little bit cooler than where we were yesterday, but we're going to quickly see that heat returning. And as that happens, it builds in more humidity, and it also then opens up the door to a few few more showers and even possibly a few thunderstorms by the time we get into the end of the work week. As for right now, it's not bad out there. Temperatures are into the low to mid 60s. This is pretty much on par for where we should be for this time of the year. So say you want to get outside and enjoy some of this nice weather. I don't blame you. Maybe the perfect excuse is headed downtown to come see the Cavs play as they take on the Magic. Again, tip-off is going to be at 8 p.m. tonight. Don't forget, temperatures are going to be pretty mild. You won't necessarily need those warmer coats, maybe just the sweater by the time the game is starting to wrap up closer to about 11. And the better news is you don't need the rain gear. Things are going to stay pretty dry for us as we head into the overnight tonight. So that is good news. In fact, as this rain continues to clear out, we're not really tracking much in the way of rainfall over the next couple of days. We really have to wait until Friday to get that next best rain chance. But you can see very hit or miss, very light showers. That's at most what we're going to be dealing with, at least for the next couple of hours. Now let's talk about that weekend, because before we know it, it's going to be here, and I'm sure we're all already looking forward to what we can get out and accomplish through your weekend. You'll notice by Friday, temperatures are already back close to 80 degrees. That does come with that few chances for some showers, couple rumbles of thunder, not off the table, and then you'll slowly see that temperature cooling off by the time we get into the second half of the weekend. This is a little bit more of a cooler trend that we're going to be talking about as we head into early part of this next week, but we're actually still well above average. We'll talk about kind of more about what you can expect through that weekend forecast in just a few minutes.